Hello everyone, in this video we cover a very interesting topic, domain and range of functions, and we elaborate with examples. So let's start our video. Basically, uh, for example, we write a function y is equal x squared. So here the values of x is called domain. The values of x is domain, and when we put the value of x itself, our answer is that y, the answer y is called range. For examples, x, when we put x is equal to 1, so our y answer is that y is equal to 1 square, and y answer is also 1. And when we replace x is equal to 2, so our y answer becomes 2 power 2, y becomes 4. So here our domain is 2 and range is 4. So the value we put itself into the function is called domain, and the answer is that range. Now we simplify a specific function of domain and range. First of all, we have a function is that, let's suppose c of x is equal to mod x minus 3. So this function basically is an absolute value functions. And we know the property of this absolute value function. The negative values, if our answer is negative, so this function becomes negative into positive. Now we find the domain and the range of these specific functions. To find this is out that we only remember that, let's suppose we draw a number line, and we know that in between, let's suppose 0, 1, 2, 3, and on the left side -1, -2 into -3, and on the left side minus infinity, and on the right side is plus infinity. This is called the whole real number or number lines. So the domain basically is that the value of it that can we put into the functions, and our answer cannot be complex numbers or infinity. So we have to avoid two conditions. Avoid two conditions. First is that inside square root there is no negative values. Let's suppose -1 here, -7, -3 comes that. And second condition is that never our answer becomes infinity. So these are the conditions that we know that. Now if we look our function is that x minus 3 absolute values. So here we can put every value of x in the total real numbers. Let's suppose we put a 5, so 5 minus 3, our answer is that 2, and absolute value of 2 is also positive 2. Let's suppose we put a -2, so -2 minus 3 -5, and our answer is that +5 because it changed into the positive. No, there is no two conditions occur for every real number, total real number. So we can put every value of x here, so its domain becomes total real number minus infinity into plus infinity. So its domain becomes of that from minus infinity to plus infinity. So we write that our domain answer is that domain is equal to minus infinity to plus infinity, and we use this open bracket that from minus infinity into plus infinity. Now for range we know that our first value of is that we know that when we put every value of x, our answer cannot be a negative due to this function. So we have always a positive answer, and positive answer show that from 0 to plus infinity, 0 to plus infinity. So our range answer becomes out at 0 into plus infinity, 0 into plus infinity. And this close bracket means that 0 is included in the answer. Now we find out our second function in which under root in was and x power 2. So here we draw a number lines for to find the domain. If we draw a number lines in between 0, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, plus 1, 2, 3, negative 1, 2, 3, and minus infinity into plus infinity. Now we remember these two conditions. Inside square root there is no exist a minus number. So if we looked at, if we here put 2, so 2 power 2, 4, 4 minus 4 is equal to 0, and 0 is a real number. So here when we replace a 1, a minus 1 and a 0, our answer comes out at, so here its domain becomes out at from minus 2 to plus 2, because here's minus 2 and 2 is not included in between the numbers. All numbers, when we put in the functions, our answer becomes a complex numbers. So our domain is that from total real number minus 2 into 2. Here open bracket means that these two number is not include, so in between all number include. So its domains is minus 2 to 2. So for finding its range, we simply put a 2 into the functions. So if we put a 2 into the function, so our 2 power 2, 4 minus 4, if we replace plus 2 or minus 2, our answer becomes 0. So here when we put we know that these numbers minus 2 and 2 include in real numbers. Let's remember that. So when we put this as, so we know that our answer start from the 0, so our range becomes out at from 0 to plus infinity. So I hope you enjoyed that how to find these type of the functions, domain and range. Meet in the next video. If you like that, subscribe my YouTube channel xmath786. Thanks for watching.